emotions now that you got past this Dominick Cruz fight? This was a fight that you had asked for leading into this, and then you get another win like this.
I just like to kind of like let it digest, just, appreciate the moment, enjoy it with my family, with my friends, with my team, and just knowing that everything I did leading to this fight just paid off. Hard work, staying consistent, staying focused, don't be fucking around like an idiot, and just being consistent. This is the best years of my life out ahead of me right now, so why don't be all in, So now's my time. I've been calling it, but, next week comes out and I gotta go back to the gym and keep working, because those performances don't happen like that if you're just going halfway. I'm all in.
And in the first few rounds, you did drop him, but he managed to pop back up pretty quickly, and he was moving left to right like he normally does. Did he do anything in there that maybe frustrated you or hurt you in there at all?
I was just being patient. I was taking my time. I dropped him in the first two, like you said, and when I dropped him, I didn't went crazy. I didn't try to chase the finish. I never chase the finish. I don't have any problems. I stand in front of you, and I'm finding those openings.
And then the head kick that put him down, I don't know if you know, but Eric Nixick tweeted maybe a couple minutes before that opening would be there. Henry Cejudo said that's the same technique he used to put Dominick Cruz down. Did you know you could take advantage in that opening, that when he would drop his head, that you could finish him with a head kick?
6 days ago, my coach sent me a picture, just a screenshot of Munoz kicking him in the body, and his head was deepened. And he didn't say anything. He didn't say a sentence. He just sent me the picture, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, I know we just have a good connection. I was like, okay, I know what you're talking about it. And in the third round, in between, he told me, punch in the air, have him dip, and throw a head maker. And I listened, good to coach,
And then this win, you're the first bantamweight in UFC history with double-digit finishes. You have now the second most bouts, the second most wins, and the second most knockouts in UFC bantamweight history. I'm curious if you were aware of that, and if any of those stand out more than the others.
I just think it's really cool to get this far, having those records. And when I was 14 years old in Ecuador, I was just telling everybody, I want to be a UFC fighter, I want to be a world champion, I want to move to the U.S. and train with a real gym. And looking back, everything looked like a fantasy back then, but no one knew I was being for real. That was really my dream, and now that I'm living it, I'm fucking happy. I'm very happy with myself. I'm very happy with the people around me, and I just can't wait to see what's next. I'm gonna go back to work, and I'll be ready, because if we stop going forward, we stay behind.
Then last one for me. A lot of people thought that if Dominick had won this, he could possibly get a title shot next. Obviously, Marlon and Aldo have that fight next week. Are you going to be paying attention to all these bantamweight fights coming up?
I pay attention to every single UFC, top to bottom. Doesn't matter who's fighting. Doesn't matter who's the first or last fight of the night. I'm watching. I like to watch. That's the reason I love doing commentary, because I'm watching live. I can pick up the energy of the fight. I can see what's going on in there, and I'm definitely going to pay attention, and I will see who they give it next.
Marlon, obviously you dropped him a few times. Were you surprised he was able to get back up? Did you hit him in something and think, oh, he's over, and he was good back up?
He comes in really good shape. When you're in shape, you can get back up, and he can scramble pretty good. So when I dropped him the first time in the first round, the first thing that came to my mind was what happened in the Munoz fight. Munoz rushed the finish, and then he kind of leave everything in the first round. So I just told myself, I got fucking 4 more rounds to break this guy, so don't get crazy. And this is a motherfucker, so I was like, just stay focused and you will catch him.
Did you, a lot's been made of his style and stuff like that. Did you find it particularly tricky, or did you think, oh, I'll chill and wait for him to come in?
Honestly, me and my team, we really think the way he fights is kind of very low level. There's no base, there's no good stance. All that movement side to side, we told each other, we have to kick this guy's ass. But by saying that, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. I just believe that style is not the best style for MMA. Maybe for boxing can work better, but for MMA you got way too many weapons going, and what he does well, he makes it takedowns with that movement. That's when he's successful, but I was like, it's going to be hard for him to take me down. So we were pretty confident, but we knew this fight wasn't easy.
Did you get a cut on your hand?
Yeah, I tried to then talk about it. When I was getting my hands wrapped, my man house by accident caught me. It was just a little cut, so I did freak out a little bit. You're getting ready for a fight, you're wrapping your hands. You're kind of like shooting your pants in there, so you're just trying to keep your mind right. And then when I saw the blood, I was like, fuck. But I was like, at the first thing I look at coach, I was like, I ain't gonna pull out insurance plans, I'm good. Because people can be like, oh, I can make it, find a way out. It's gonna be hard to find out on us.
Thank you.
Chito, right here. Your teammates, Luke Rockhold and Mackenzie Dern, were here in attendance, and there's video out there. Luke Rockhold very into your fight, supporting you. Obviously, with them competing, are you planning to be out there in Salt Lake to, return the favor and be there for him too?
Yeah, I think I'm coming with my family, having every time my family, it's in the UFC, it's in the crowd, a little stressed because I'm coming up. I think it would be cool to bring my whole family, and I'm gonna try to make my dad stay a little longer to bring him and make him have a good time over there. So, it was good to have them around here, especially me, who was all 5 weeks around here, and it feels good to have support. So you always have to give it back.
There are obviously a lot of Mexican fighters, but I think with your victory also just big for Latin American fighters tonight. Did you feel a little bit of that energy too when you came out to the arena, that this was a night for the Latinos and Latinas in the UFC?
1,000%. I saw all those Ecuadorian flags in there. The crowd was like, half-half. That guy literally lived a couple miles from here, so I'm fighting the local guy, but, there's a lot of Ecuadorians around in LA, in San Diego, in New York, so I knew coming to this fight, I said it before, don't be surprised if the crowd is cheering for me, so, they know I fight for my people, they know I have a heart, and they like that.
And then my final question, just you've alluded to it, you can't control what UFC chooses with the future belts and all that. I think people want to know, how can you be so chill? Because people are thinking Chito's on a roll. If I were him, I'd be feeling like, hey, the time is now, this and that. And how are you able to manage those emotions when other people, let's be honest, they might get a little ahead?
Well, that's a good thing, having a good mindset and just really don't give a fuck about the things you cannot control, I wake up every day, I feel motivated, I have a lot of drive, I go to the gym. I don't train when I have a fight, I train year round, so I get it. Sometimes the UFC, kind of like pick a guy over other, but we're self-contractors. This is not like, they don't work for us, we don't work for them. They just pick who's the best to give us the best show, so I don't mind working like that, and I know for a matter of fact they like me, so why be tripping when everything's going to come your way? Just keep working.
Chito right here. You alluded to your coaches earlier and the snapshot. Was that from Jason Parillo? The snapshot, the screenshot of Dominic with his...
Yeah, Parillo sent me that picture like 6 days ago. He was literally Munoz kicking his body and his head was dipping all the way down. And he didn't text anything. He was sending me the picture. I was like, so I picked it up. I was like, he was giving me a message. And in the third round, he told me, punch in the air, punch to the arms, and throw a fucking haymaker. And I was like, thank you, coach.
Can you talk about what it's like having Coach Parillo in your corner and the advice that he's given you, and just having a mind like that coaching you?
It's changed my life. Give me a real run for the title, give me a real base, give me real confidence. And many years ago, I was already reaching out to him. When I moved to California and was in a different gym, I was already asking him to train me. And like I said before, it didn't happen in that moment, but you just gotta fucking keep asking, Sometimes you don't get it the first time, you gotta keep asking, and eventually you will get it. And now that we have a full time together, it's just like I can just see and feel the evolution, adding wrinkles to my game non-stop.
I don't know if you know this or not, but the moment your reggae music hit, there was a distinct smell of marijuana around the cage. Did you know that?
Oh, fuck yeah. I was trying to get a hit of that. I was like, wow, I love it. So, that's one of my favorite songs. I honestly, I never know how the song's gonna hit. This was the best entrance I had in my life, and it was the song. Just everything around the Spanish town, I was just like, holy shit, this is a fucking nice workout.
And that was the signal to everybody to start lighting up.
Oh, I don't know what's up.
Thanks, Chito.
Thank you.
Hey, Chito, congrats on the victory right over here. You can hear everything in this building. And right before your fight, the co-main event, Nate Landwehr against David Onama, arguably fight of the year, you already put enough pressure on yourself. Did you feel extra pressure to perform in front of this crowd and really make a statement here tonight?
Sí, my goal is just to win. When we were in the locker room, like the commissioners were saying, like, oh, that's fight of the night, that's fight of the night. Normally somebody would turn back and be like, hey, wait for me. I was just like so focused. I was like, just get in there, do your thing, remain focused. Like all those little things can get you out of your mind. I was just low and just waiting for my moment.
Who was more excited for you in the moment, Luke Rockhold or Coach Jason Parillo?
What do you mean?
Who had the most excitement in the moment they embraced you inside the octagon and when you left the octagon?
Oh, I'm sure Coach. He's the one working every day with me, so he's seen his work paying off. I'm sure he's the stock. Luke too. He was happy as fuck, but the one putting time on me every day is Jason.
If for some reason you don't get the title shot next, what do you think is worthy of it for you? Do you think it's a co-main event of a pay-per-view event? It's headlining another main event? What would you like?
Oh, I would have like, if they make me pick, 5 rounds is always better, main event is always better, all eyes on you, bigger prize, so we'll see what happens.
Chito, you mentioned that Coach Parillo changed your life, the UFC changed your life. It's a dream, what you're doing, right? But in Ecuador, it's not so simple. And we know that there's been plenty of protests in the last few months. Things seem to be a little bit more calm right now. But I'm curious, do you have any message for the people back home?
I always tell the people, like, don't get trapped in the bad moment. Don't get trapped in the bad day. We gotta get together and stand up and just keep doing and keep working, because we can complain forever. We can get inside of those bad moments and just kind of stay stuck. And best thing we can do as a country is just keep moving forward, keep looking for the best. And what I tell always the people is like, don't lose sight of going astray. Follow your dreams and you will get it. If you really want it, you will get it.
And how do you feel personally to be such a role model for people?
It feels great to be a voice for the people that is looking for something in life and they're trying hard. And sometimes you do get lost. You're like, I might don't make it. Like, this is getting too hard, too far. But at the end of the day, you keep pushing. Eventually, you get it.
Chito, por acá. Izquierda. En español, ¿cómo te sientes después de este gran triunfo con esa patada espectacular?
Me siento bien, me siento contento. Realmente estoy muy feliz y aprecio mucho el momento. Estoy feliz por lo que pasó, estoy feliz por lo que estoy haciendo y eso es una señal más que el trabajo duro paga y que cuando realmente te lo propones lo vas a conseguir.
¿Qué fuiste a decirle a Dana White justo después de la pelea?
Agradecerle. Yo creo que a veces pedimos todo, pedimos mucho y queremos más, pero a veces simplemente decir las gracias no cuesta nada, ¿no? Porque no hay mejor manera de ganar las cosas que dando y dando, ¿no? Entonces yo pongo performances like that, pongo performances épicos, a ellos les gusta y es un negocio.
A la gente de Ecuador que vino a visitarte y a la gente de Ecuador allá en tu país, ¿qué le dices?
Pues se siente increíble tener todas las banderas ahí en la arena, fue algo que realmente me motivó mucho, ver a toda la gente bailando con la bandera arriba, es algo increíble, es algo que no puedo describirlo, pero que en mi corazón, que en mi estómago lo puedo sentir y por eso peleo de la forma que peleo.
Y una última pregunta, ¿cuánta weed piensas fumar después de esto?
La que haya.
Chito, por acá. Chito, ¿cómo te sientes después de esta victoria y sobre todo de estar en el camino, ¿no? Me imagino a los sueños que te propusiste desde que saliste de Ecuador, lo que se habla de que te mereces una pelea por el título, estar estelarizando eventos, todo el apoyo que tienes hoy en día. ¿Cómo te sientes de estar cumpliendo esos sueños?
Se siente bien, se siente gratificante ver que todo lo que he hecho está pagando, que todo lo que he hecho no ha sido en vano y pues los altos y los bajos en mi vida me han traído hasta acá, ¿no? Entonces, feliz de tener a un buen equipo, feliz de tener a mi familia aquí, feliz de que la gente vea que sí se puede.
El momento del MMA ecuatoriano, vimos la foto con Michael Morales, ¿no? O sea, ya lo habías dicho, cuando peleas tú se paraliza el país, que es tenerlos ustedes dos en UFC y más los que pueden venir en un futuro, ¿no?
Pues yo me imagino que cada vez vendrán más, el nivel seguirá subiendo, seguirá mejorando y como siempre lo he dicho, GSP, los peleadores de ahora no son mejores que los que están viniendo, así que poco a poco el nivel va creciendo y la gente va llegando y pues a Michael que siga trabajando, que siga luchando porque esta es una carrera bien larga.
Gracias, Chito.
Gracias.
You gonna go finish that back piece now?
I will try to.